some questions about what's going on. I made a call there last week or whatever to ask some serious questions to get some serious answers, and I've been waiting to hear back from either Anita or anyone in the MP's office because you are employees, right? You work for
Yep,
the citizens, right?
yep.
Yeah, so I've been waiting to hear some serious answers on some of my serious questions, like
Did you
when,
send an email?
pardon me?
Did you send an email?
No, I've been calling in and talking and leaving my phone number and waiting for a response and an answer, and nobody's calling me back. Nobody's giving me any answers.
Okay, so what's your name?
Christopher
Mm-hmm.
Chitoris. Oh, and before we go any further, I'll just like to make it clear I call often, and I don't just call one office because it doesn't matter what riding I'm in or who I vote for. It's the answer I want to the
Okay, what
questions
is
that I'm
your one?
asking. Well, there's a few of them. One is, why aren't we doing anything for the homeless, like new shelters? Why are we building a brand new library? Why are we putting sculptures of fire hydrant sculptures up and down Richmond Road? That's one question. Here's another question. Why aren't we releasing any of the nonviolent pot offenders that are behind any of our Canadian prisons? Because it's now quote unquote legal to consume recreationally, medically. Why are the taxpayers incurring the cost of housing those nonviolent prisoners if they were no threat to us before and they're not going to be a threat to us after they're released? When will the last nonviolent prisoner be released? 2022, 2023?
I'm just writing down your questions. Go
Good,
ahead.
good. Because I need somebody to listen to me and get back to me with some serious answers. Because these are mothers, daughters, sons, brothers, sisters who have family members, loving family members at home waiting for them. They have responsibilities and lives to get back to, jobs to start, and you know,
Mm-hmm.
like this is ridiculous. What is our prime minister doing? What's going on with our government? There's a question. Are they listening to the people? Or are they just doing whatever they want? You know, cabinet after cabinet, prime minister after prime minister. When is some real changes going to start happening for us citizens? Some good changes. I keep hearing, oh, we're going to increase social assistance, we're going to increase disability. I keep hearing it. I don't see it. It's not happening.
And
Oh, hold,
for
sorry.
provision.
I read an article in the Metro that we're closing down one of the food shelters in this city, the capital of Canada. We're closing a food shelter because there's $100 and something thousand not in the budget. And the only thing I'm thinking in my head is, when OLG prints up one series of kinos, they print 14 million tickets for $3 each. They give away six top prizes of 50,000, six top prizes of 5,000, six top prizes of 1,000, and the rest are chump change. So what happened that month or that year in that with that budget with that those politicians in office? The sales of the scratch tickets dropped off, or what happened? How come that little tiny amount wasn't there to keep that food bank running? That's a question I want an answer to.
So that is municipal jurisdiction.
Sorry. I'm calling the wrong governmental office. See, that's another question I want answered. Why, when I have a
Power
question,
is
do
power is distributed municipally, provincially, and federally. We have some
okay.
that others do not.
Okay, so I do know for a fact citizens are calling in and asking their employees to effect changes. When? How many years? We still don't have proper clean drinking water on the reservations. What's
That
happening?
we have changed. I think now 69 boil water advisories we've lifted, and we've given. Let me give you the actual numbers here because we are actually working to eliminate those.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. I'm glad you're working on those numbers, but I would like to hear some announcements. Like, the taxpayers are no longer paying for so many thousands of nonviolent prisoners of pot offenses. They've all been released. Now the taxpayers are no longer incurring this massive debt. It's affecting the deficit. It's not solving any debt that we owe to ourselves or anyone else.